went really slow, but oh well. On luck, bro. Well, good for you, dude. So what are you playing? Gay Dead Redemption or? Alright. Yeah, we should just delete Red Dead, dude. No, it lost
Matrix
to God of War.
Paradigm
Which
environment
I don't know. God
where
of War
everything's
was that good, but...
Pam Bondi and remained to sulks. Hundreds of immigrants. Animals, dude, animals. Before we move on, because they disappear. Land Solo has gifted 5 subscriptions to the Rigas in the chat. Thank you. Thank you.
Has there been anything new for GTA 6 yet?
5 subscriptions to Squidward, 801, Mandio 77, Erica, Yamrick, Corey Conway, and Bonnie Eureka. Congratulations. We're all gifted free 1-month subscriptions. Thank you guys so much. And I just want to get to these before they disappear. And I think the other one disappeared. I believe. We'll get to the Rumble rant at the end. Did it? I think it did. Well, at least we were able to get it. Or is this the other one? Oh, here's the other one. Ramleon 365 gifted 5 subscriptions. Thank you. Ram Leon 365. Ram Leon 365. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subscriptions. Thank you guys for supporting the show. Okay, let's go back to the news. The DOJ argued that that the judge has 0 jurisdiction over international
describe
air
the Smith machine. Wait, say it one more time. You said there's two Smith machines or 2 benches? Oh, okay. I gotcha. So you wanted the incline or whatever?
And before we go back to that, let's actually take a look. Some of this footage that goes hard. This is where I voted. This is where I voted. These violent illegal aliens, these criminals. I want all illegal aliens dealt with like this. I wish we would see like 10, 15K of this every single day. You know what? This would not be happening under the Biden administration. That's a W for Donald Trump. For sure.
You like that paint job?
It was hard, dude. Look at this. dude. Bad hombres. Get them out. Pack them up.
César Eliseo Sortomaya.
Damn.
Did you see the lesbian chick there? Yeah, dumb. Dumb. Sounds very, very weird. Yep. So there's like a story mode to this game? Yeah. Or you messaged, right? Are you talking about like when you messaged me like very early in the day or whatever? Oh. Oh. You know what? Whatever you did to your mic, keep it that way, because so far it hasn't been a fucking piece of shit.
Rapists, pedophiles, murderers, child molesters.
Oh, wow.
Sayonara.
Fucking piece of shit, dog.
Look at that, dude.
Is that like an old race car?
Woo! That footage goes hard, son. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Did you end up finding that
I think I got the full clip too. Let me see. I want to see the full clip. Before we go on with the intel on this,
Oh, you went in there?
on this story. Yeah, we got the full footage. Here's the full footage right here. Take a look.
Like you just want lobster? Oh crap. What kind of crab? Like the food? Like the small blue ones? Hmm. Have you ever tried the imitation crappie? That fishing place. Ask them where I get some good crab.
Like animals. Hell yeah. We need all illegal aliens getting deported like this. All of them. Every single one, dude. It's tough, dude. Yeah, get the hell out of
Look
here,
at all that
rapist.
fucking bullshit on the
This
map,
piece of
dude.
trash. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here, dude. Head down.
Oh, did
Head
you
down,
hear
animal.
about the Black Samurai in Assassin's Creed being gay? Yeah, and did you see the Japanese Prime Minister talking shit about the game? Because it's like they're desecrating our shrines in the game. Yep. I think Ubisoft, they're a Canadian company, right? And they also said they're gonna start going after people. Yeah. Amazing, dude. It's like, what the fuck? It's like nobody likes your game. Yeah. Yeah, they can't seem to really make a game anybody likes anymore. Did they make the Indiana Jones game? If they did, I think that's like the only recent thing they actually made. People basically liked. pretty bad. Oh. I don't like racing games where they make you use another car that you don't like. I don't think I like this game. It's like, it's just it's a fucking Volkswagen, bro. Does Walmart take PC Optimum or whatever? Air miles, that's obviously like with travel, right? It's fucking nothing for me. Yeah.
Share your stupid little goatee. Alright, you're a number, that's all you are. You don't even deserve that, piece of trash, rapist, pedophile. Hell yeah, dude, look at that. Stupid illegal alien, violent animal, get the hell out of here, dude. That's what I'm talking about. These some bad hombres, dude. Bad dudes. These are bad dudes. That's what I voted for. We need that every day. Every day, all illegal aliens. Every single one of them. We need that every. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more. That's what I voted for. Give me more. We need like 10, 15K a day. I just want footage every day, dude. We'll just play that every day on a loop. That'll be my show every day. Just let's go. Let's go.
What are you trying to get in this game? Anything specific?
So, obviously an accomplishment from the Trump administration. So you can actually, as you can predict, the mainstream media, the cucks on the left, all attempting to run cover for these deportations of these violent Trinidad Agua and these teens of animals being sent to El Salvador, the hell out of the United States. mainstream media, the AP was trying to make it look like they were literally just immigrants. Okay? Trump administration deports hundreds of immigrants, even as judge orders their removals be stopped. Just immigrants, guys. He said, Trende and Agua, MS-13, rapists, child molesters, dude. Straight up serial killers and murderers, dude. Oh, they're just immigrants. They're just immigrants. Oh my God. They're just immigrants. Trump is such a horrible person. This is why people hate the mainstream media. Can't get behind that. You can't get behind MS-13 and Trende and Agua getting deported. Of course you can't. Those are your people. Those are your people. You want them here. Kill all of our people. Rape all of our people. Murder our daughters. Despicable pieces of trash. You should have done fucking Adam Kissinger. Dude, someone needs to take that video. Someone needs to take that video and put Adam Kissinger's face, Liz Cheney, put Adam Schiff, put Fauci's face in that video, dude. Someone needs to make that, I'm telling you, make that video for all these criminals. People like AOC, put people like Rachel Maddow, put all these criminals, put their faces over those gang members, okay? Like with their heads down, being like treated like animals. Make that video, put their faces over it, put it on X, and it'll go viral and say, this is what we want. We want this too. Oh, they're just immigrants. They're just...
You know what I think needs to happen? I think some of those politicians, they need to have like their family members like sent over there, like into like highly populated cartel areas, and then let's see what they do then. It's a fucking piece of shit, dude. The fuck? Dude, what the fuck?
Just immigrants. They're not
Do you
MS-13
take
or
like a
Trende and Agua.
multivitamin or like anything
Violent
like that?
rapists and child molesters and murderers.
So you
They're
don't take like
God's
melatonin
children.
or whatever to help with your sleep?
They're God's children. So this judge was trying to bring them back. This judge was trying to
Well, I
put a
feel
stop
like
to that.
it doesn't even fucking
This
work
judge
for me.
was ordering to the Trump administration to bring all of these violent criminals,
I
MS-13,
swear I've
Trende
taken,
and Agua,
like,
these are
4 times the
military-aged
dose that
males,
the dose
for all
has
of them,
that shit.
right? He was trying to bring them back for obvious reasons. Bring them back from El Salvador. And the DOJ argued that the judge had zero jurisdiction over international airspace. The communist judge repeatedly claimed he has equitable powers to stop planes in midair, wanting these violent criminals back in the States. It's crazy, dude. But not surprising. Via Margaret Cleveland, the Federalist senior legal reporter who attended the hearing. Take a look at this. The judge demanded to know, one, how many planes departed the United States on Saturday carrying anyone based on the proclamation? Two, how many people in each category? What foreign country? Three, what foreign countries did they land in? Four,
Do you ever
time took off and where?
like do anything with food that other people might consider like weird or gross, but like to you it like tastes amazing, or like it's good? Like, here's like an extreme example. Like when Jerry Springer was still a thing, there was this family or this dude who would put fucking ketchup in his ice cream. Right, like that's like an extreme. But like it could be anything. Yeah. Well, it doesn't have to be ketchup. Like I'm just saying, like any kind of like combination or just anything. It doesn't even have to be like see. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, then. Like I don't know if this is weird, right? But when I eat cookies, right? Let's say it's chocolate chip. When people say cookies and milk, do they just mean they eat the cookie and then they wash it down with milk, like when they're done eating all the cookies? Because when I eat cookies, I eat the cookie, and when it's still in my mouth, I drink some milk, and then I chew it with the milk in my mouth, and then I eat it. Yeah, that's not weird. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Did you ever used to eat yogurt? I guess it's something you don't eat anymore, or whatever. Like you don't get it at the store. Your family doesn't, or no. Damn, dude. I used to drink, like no lie, like 10 of those in a day if I had them. But I like the old bottles. I don't like the new ones. Oh no, the new ones they're just they're like that new kind of plastic that I don't like. Whereas the old yacht is kind of like a shell type plastic. It's almost like it's bordering on like kind of like cardboard type material. Well, obviously not. And also the lid for it was better in my opinion. Now it's just like a fucking yeah. Where like the old one where it was like it popped in, sealed. Pop it off. The new one is just the regular bottle cap. I don't like that. It's like, dude, like I like the old Food Gushers packages. It's kind of like a cardboard pouch, but now it's just a regular plastic that we all have. I don't like it, even though the candy's the exact same. Fuck, I don't know.
Contend left U.S. airspace.
Damn,
what time landed in each country? What time transferred into the country's custody? The DOJ hit back against a demand for a sworn declaration and said it is not necessary because the government complied with the planes had already departed, so the aliens were technically already removed from U.S. territory. The DOJ, well, the planes were gone. The DOJ said the judge's oral order on Saturday to turn the planes around was not an injunction.
You ever have Greek
DOJ
yogurt?
also argued that the aliens were already removed when the judge's orders.
Greek yogurt is basically just yogurt without any kind of like flavor. Or like fruit
Imagine
and
being on the
like
side that
blueberries
wants
or
Frente Aragua,
like that.
MS-13 military age
Sounds pretty
Imagine
good.
being on the side that's fighting to bring them back. That's crazy. Well, you're the one that brought them here in the first place because they're here to replace us. Be it rape, murder, and execution. Reagan Riley. Jocelyn Newberry. You gotta always remember that, always, and all the other Americans that have been downed, murdered, because of this New World Order death put and replacement operation. The judge ordered the DOJ to confirm no one else will be removed from the United States and give a sworn declaration that the third flight over the weekend was not subject to his proclamation. Later Monday, the Trump DOJ asked the appeals court to intervene.
You ever play any of the dirt games? Like the Dirt Rally?
Talking tough. Sees the opportunity to speak out to multiple times.
Some people have some crazy like wheel setups with that game.
Tom Homan dropping some truth bombs. Great work over the weekend, sir. We need to see those mass deportation numbers go up.
And you didn't win, though.
We need to see those mass deportation numbers go up, sir. That's what we need. That's right. That's right. I'm looking for, let me see, this other clip. I think this is it. I think it might be another one. Let's see. Keep going. Hold on. I think this is it. I probably should have found this earlier. I think this is the same one. There's like two versions that are viral right now.
Another flight every day. And things are going to be out there every day. Every day, the men and women are going to be in the neighborhood of this nation, arresting criminal illegal aliens, public safety threats, and national security threats. Lawrence, you're not going to stop it. We made a promise to American people. President Trump has made a promise to American people. We're going to make this country safe again. I wake up every morning loving my job because I work for the greatest president in the history of my life. And we're going to make this country safe again. I'm proud to be a part of this administration. We're not stopping. I don't know.
Nice.
We're coming.
I just love seeing you going through these protesters just crunching on the apple as their liberal teams just go out the hallway. Tom Homan, thanks so much for doing it.
Another flight.
I appreciate Tom Homan's intensity and work because a lot of these violent criminals would not be getting if it weren't for him. However, these numbers need to go up because the ultimate end game is to legalize 25 to maybe 70 million illegal aliens in this country. And some Democrat comes along and makes that happen, the country's cooked once that happens. And I'm like thinking long game, and that's where Democrats are thinking and looking to as well. That's why they brought him here. I appreciate the work that's being done, but I would appreciate some higher mass deportation numbers as we go further along in the administration. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. So Tom Homan commenting on the situation as well.
Nice, dude.
Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller absolutely destroys fake news hack Cassie Hunt in heated law debate. The fake news media got another brutal reality check, courtesy of White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller, who utterly annihilated CNN's Cassie Hunt in a heated legal debate. The so-called journalist, who fancies herself an about the president's constitutional authority over national security. Hunt, like many in the fake news media, tried to push a ridiculous narrative that a single district court judge has the power to override the commander-in-chief's authority to protect America from foreign threats. But Miller, armed with actual knowledge of the law, obliterated her argument by citing the Aliens Enemies Act of 1798, which explicitly empowers the president to repel foreign threats without interference from activist judges. Miller told Hunt to read the law herself.
So you called the judge order saying, look, actually, and said that it was an assault on democracy itself. Does that mean the administration is ignoring this order and like orders that the administration laid out?
Reserve all rights to conduct national security operations. The Alien Enemies Act is passed into law by the founding generation of this country. Men like John Adams, who British solicitors to give the president the authority to repel alien invasion of the United States. That is not something that a district court judge has any authority whatsoever. Here written, going to restrict and constrain any way to leave the law yourself. Not one clause in that law will make it subject to judicial review, let alone
So Stephen, when you say that this person has no authority, this is how it starts with these judges and then continues up. At what point does it become legal for the justice system to be looking at this and making I don't see how there's any other way to start with now
Finish
starting
that.
Well, so first of all, justiciable. This is not justiciable. In other words, this is not subject to judicial remedy. When the president is exercising Article 2 power to defend the country against an invasion or to repel a foreign terrorist that is unlawfully in the country, he's exercising his core Article 2 powers as commander-in-chief.
Is Venezuela invading?
This is a very important point. This is a Title 50 authority. Commander-in-chief authority.
This retard on
So
the
just
left.
to ask you a simple question.
Yeah, stupid chick on the left. Totally retarded. She's not even listening to his argument. He's giving her a clear-cut legal argument.
Blimey, mate.
Invading the US?
Blimey.
This is a very important point. This is a Title 50 authority. It's a commander-in-chief authority. So just to ask you a simple question. You talk about how the system works. Does a district court judge have the right to direct or enjoin troop movements overseas? Yes or no?
Well, Stephen, my question,
Oh, no, no.
if you could answer my question first. Is Venezuela invading our country in a way that would apply it?
So I'll answer yours. In terms of the statute, Train Deriwaka is an alien enemy force that has come here as detailed at length in the proclamation
Yep.
at the direction of the Venezuelan government.
And also, President Trump designated these cartels and these violent gangs as terrorists. Right? Maybe he'll say that. I should shut up.
Is an alien enemy force that has come here as detailed at length in the proclamation at the direction of the Venezuelan government. The statute says that a president has the ability to repel an invasion or predatory incursion that is directed
By a state or a government, right? Are they a state or a government?
This would be, yes, it is documented.
Oh shit, man. It's a Lamborghini. It's that fucking ghost. You listen home best time?
Really stupid feminist, dude. Look at this. Absolute retard. This guy's just straight up facts. He's Stephen Miller's just facts, literally citing the constitutional law.
Read the fact. In 1798, it says, predatory incursion is perpetrated by a government. So it was the three qualified acts.
It does say Eric is declare war against the
Any invasion or predatory incursion is perpetrated, attempted, or threatened against the territory of the United States by any foreign nation or government. Any invasion or predatory incursion. Predatory incursion. This is literally both, by the way. Attempted or threatened against the territory of the United States by any foreign nation or government. This fully falls under that.
Bro, what kind of turn was that? That is unfortunate.
I love how he just took over her whole show.
You said that we are the President of the United States commands the armed forces of the country, commands the foreign policy of the country, and that's subject to district court review. That is
I never said that. I did not say this was not a military. I mean,
A district court judge can no more enjoin the expulsion of foreign terrorists to foreign soil that he can direct the movement of Air Force One, that he can direct the movement of an aircraft carrier, then he can direct Marco Rubio to
Okay,
engage
do you
in
think the
diplomacy
Supreme
in a
Court
country
has any
or
say
not
over
to.
this or not? Like, does the Supreme Court of the United States have any say over the things that you were just outlining right here?
Just want to remind you, she's arguing about the deportation of MS-13, Tren de Aragua, murderers, rapists, serial killers, and child molesters. She's arguing in favor of those people. This is a specific incident that just happened over the weekend. All that footage I just showed you guys, this is what the retard feminist is arguing. Look at this.
Okay, but you are not saying that even though you think they may agree with you.
Supreme Court can say what has always been the case, which is when the president is using his powers as commander-in-chief, those determinations are not subject to judicial review. In other words, the president's designation of Tren de Aragua as a foreign terrorist
Dude, her brain is literally breaking. Look at her eyes.
designation of Tren de Aragua as a foreign terrorist organization and as an alien enemy are part of his inherent plenary authority. There is no way.
What he's saying, retard, is in this specific instance where the president of the United... It's very basic. I'm not a constitutional lawyer, but I get it. In this specific instance,
Yes.
where the president of the United States
Sounds
has
weird.
to make this decision because there is a foreign government entity invading, threatening, or causing some kind of incursion against the United States, the commander-in-chief makes a decision. He makes a decision. He doesn't wait for the courts. He makes a decision, an imminent decision. That's what Steven is trying to argue here, but this lady's retarded and just can't comprehend it.
And as an alien enemy are part of his inherent plenary authority. There is
So
no way.
at what point in the
there is
system,
no way.
Stephen,
How
does
are you
do
going
the
to
courts
expel?
gain
Hold on.
power?
How are you going to expel illegal? alien invaders
Damn.
from our country who are raping little girls, who are murdering little girls, if each and every deportation has to be adjudicated in a district court judge.
That's right.
That he can directly
Supreme
in a
Court has
country
any
or
say
not
over
to.
this or not?
Well, did you have to do everything that it asked or whatever to get all the points? Oh.
And he can direct Marco Rubio.
Oh, I can't see what the fuck you're doing, so. Are you doing something? Are you clicking on something or? So I'm just seeing the menu. Well, I'm seeing like, you know, what is it? You're in the winter tab or whatever. You're in the winter tab or whatever. Da-da-da. Ugh. Oh, well done. Better luck next time.
That means you have no country, it means you have no sovereignty, it means you have no future. It is fundamentally incompatible to have a country and have individual expulsions adjudicated by a single district court
Okay,
judge.
I'm just trying to figure
It
out
is
at what point in the
impossible.
system do you, because
Hell yeah.
what does the Trump administration believe? Because we do have separation of powers in this country. I hear
He
what
just told you, retard.
you're saying.
Yes,
you're saying that the
separation of
Supreme
powers.
Court does
This
not
is the
have
judiciary
authority.
interfering
Stephen, let
in
me finish.
the executive function.
Let me
That is the
finish.
separation
Okay.
of powers. That is the
Did
separation
you
of
ignore
powers.
the judge's order here because you thought you could?
So the judge's order and the actions taken by the Department of Defense, Justice, and Homeland Security are not in conflict. And the Department of Justice has been clear that they are not in conflict.
Is that a
But
So
fucking
you think that
three-wheeler?
you did go along with the order that the judge put out? You do not think that the Trump administration
As the-
defied this order?
As the Justice
super
Department said, there is
van
no
dog.
conflict between the judge's order and the actions taken by the departments I just listed. But I'm making a deeper and more fundamental point.
Yeah.
The district
But so,
court
yeah, I mean, if you don't
has
have
no
to follow it, why
ability.
didn't you?
The district court has no ability to in any way restrain the president's authorities under the Alien Enemies Act or its ability to conduct the foreign affairs of the United States. Let me paint a picture for you. President Trump and Secretary of State Marco.
What she's not understanding is that this specific law and statute gives the president the authority where the court is not needed, period. That's what she's not understanding. That's the specific context of the law, especially in a given situation
is
where
this
it's
something
actually
you wanna
happening.
buy?
But she's a retard feminist and just simply wants to get her way. She thinks she's high IQ. She thinks she's smart. She thinks she's a legal scholar. This guy's dropping constitutional facts and law on her, and she's just like doing the Kamala thing. You remember during the debate, that's all Kamala was doing? Thinking that was somehow going to win her the debate? Just trying to look at her opponent like they're dumb. Oh, it's so irritating when women do that. So irritating, dude. It's so irritating. You know what I mean? You don't do that. You do not do that. If you are a woman trying to be taken serious publicly, you do not do that. I will tell you, all of the men watching will hate you. They will hate you and despise you for doing that. And there she is, reverting to her DEI training. Not even listening to what he's saying. He literally just told you.
that Marco was heading in to take a bilateral information about that. If a district court judge said that bilateral
Again,
She's tapping out. She's retarded.
Did he know how much fuel was in those planes? Did he know the flight condition? Did he know the weather condition? Did he know how many crew hours? Did he know the need for crew hours? Any of that? No. This judge violated the law. He violated the Constitution. He defied the white powers that we have on this country. That's what you're didn't do a damn thing to stop Joe Biden running this nation with millions of illegal aliens. These district court judges didn't issue any injunction to save the lives of Jocelyn and the White House.
This is what I hate about feminists. This is what I hate. They try to act tough. They try to stand up to you. This is why feminism is retarded and cringe. Okay? Whether it's coming from the left or the right, I don't care. Feminism is retarded and cringe. This is what these feminists do. They think they're boss girls. They think they can stand up to a man intellectually or physically, okay? They think they can do it. And when they finally stand up to a male that is clearly destroying them and annihilating them, what do? They don't revert to their intellect. They don't revert to their ability to keep up intellectually with the debate. What do? They start rolling their eyes. They start filibustering, and they get you to a point where you are shredding their arguments and you are passionate about it. And, well, we heard your point. We heard your point. We all get it. Like, we heard your point. We all get it. She doesn't want the smoke anymore. She doesn't want the smoke because she's getting annihilated and she's realizing how small and pathetic she is because she's a retard feminist. That's what retard feminists are. Small and pathetic. Literally breaking her. She can't keep up. Deal with it. The question's nuanced, retard. It's a literal legal constitutional question that deserves the answer.
But their authority is at its lowest point when the president is exercising his powers as commander-in-chief. I asked you a question you never answered. Did a judge enjoin troop movement overseas? Did a district court judge enjoin troop movement overseas?
I am not
Just say no.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. She tries to be a boss girl at the beginning of the interview. Oh, I know everything about the Constitution. I can legally debate. Look at me with my leather jacket on, and then he shreds her and destroys her for 9 minutes, nearly 10 minutes. And here she is tapping out. This is what the feminist retards do. They tap out. They tap out. I'm not gonna get into an argument. I'm not gonna get into a legal argument on air. And what are you doing, dude? Why is he on your show? Recording.
Delineating in detail how the Venezuelan regime sent this gang with nation we work for. And by the way, and I love being here, all of the actions that we are seeing from the Democrat Party and from the corporate media.
Well, I think what he was alluding to at the end is the outrage from the Democrats and corporate media is pretty obvious. It's showing that they're triggered and they're willing to defend MS-13, Tren de Aragua, pedophiles, child molesters, rapists, murderers, serial killers, which is pretty damn sobering to the American people. I mean, they're the ones that brought them here. But we're not talking about a flight filled with women and children willing to leave. We're talking about multiple packed flights. MS-13, Tren de Aragua, pedophiles, rapists, these people are defending, trying to bring them back. Not surprising. Not surprising. To be expected from these people, because that's who they are, right? That's who they defend. Speaking of retards that need to be deported, Ilhan Omar was calling the Aliens Enemies Act of 1798 un-American. It was literally signed by President Adams, an original founding father. Look at this. The Trump. Can't even speak English, retard. You should be deported just for that and that stupid towel you got on your head. Pervert, married your boyfriend. Incest. Gross.
America is too great to fall prey
Muhammad? Yeah. I'm sure pedophile Muhammad approves marrying your brother. Ilhan Omar. These people the hell out of my country. Lucky I'm not. Lucky I'm not president. I don't give a damn. Put me in prison. I'm going after all these criminals. I'm going after all of them. I'll sacrifice myself. I don't care. I'll go after all of them. We'll deport all of them. We'll get them all out. We'll do what's necessary. We'll do what needs to be done. We will rid the country out of all of these people. Round them up. Round them up. Put them on military flights. Get them the hell out of here. I don't care if Democrats screech. I don't care if Republicans screech. I don't care if these judges get all pissy and pissed off. I don't care if I don't care. We're going to get these anti-American traitors the hell out. We're going to deport every single one of them. And if they want to throw me in prison somewhere down the line because I did this, well, at least you and your family are safe. I will give you this. You don't want me to be president. I'll do what needs to be done. Okay. I'm gonna do the music now. We'll get to that. I want to address that in a little bit. Fiasco. Kind of like a They are collapsing, but there is a bit of a... I think we'll get to the Zebulon stuff. Hey, that's kind of roast Rachel. Fetal alcohol syndrome looking retard. I asked Glock to make a hammerhead shark dressed as Snow White. It's Rach the Sailor. Oh my god. It's Rachel Zegler. Oh my god, dude. Literally the Snow White nobody asked for. Snow Brown. Snow Brown. Latinos don't even want this. I can tell you, I can assure you. Latinos don't even want this, dude. It's Rachel Zegler because her eyes are so small. This is metaphor. We'll roast Rachel Zegler in a minute. Let me get past some of this news. Okay, we got an update from Trump on the JFK files and the Epstein files. So, we'll see. President Trump announced today that the JFK files will be released tomorrow on March 18th, 2025. I see it. President Trump dropped a major bombshell while visiting the Kennedy Center on Monday. The president revealed that the JFK files will be released to the public tomorrow, upholding a key campaign promise. There are roughly 80,000 of them. Not sure what we're going to get. I mean, I just assume that these have been heavily tampered with. Probably tons of stuff removed. We're talking about a long time of, the deep state, rogue CIA, FBI. God knows what have been done to these things. But we'll see. We'll see what we're going to get. Trump went on to say that a group of people led by DNI Secretary Tulsi Gabbard will be revealing the JFK files tomorrow. Here is President Trump earlier today.
We are tomorrow announcing and giving all of the Kennedy files. So people have been waiting for decades for this, and I've instructed my people that are responsible, lots of different people, put together by Tulsi Gabbard, and that's going to be released tomorrow. We are tomorrow announcing and giving all of the Kennedy files. So people have been waiting for decades.
So we'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. Trump announcing this in a very somber tone, by the way. I think that should be
Instructed my people.
So we'll see what we get tomorrow. Like I said, these are probably heavily, maybe not redacted, but they have to be tampered with over the years. We'll see if they actually have anything of significance, any foreign intelligence agency involvement. And so tomorrow shouldn't be a big day, but we've heard this before. This is coming from the Orange Man himself, the Commander-in-Chief. And so obviously he is receiving intel. Deadlines are being given as to when these will be let out, and the Commander-in-Chief is announcing to the general public and the base that these files are coming tomorrow. So we'll be ready for that. People have been waiting, like he said, decades for this. We'll analyze it tomorrow on the show. I'm pretty sure it'll be a viral day if it doesn't end up being a nothing burger. But again, thankful for the president's commitment to deliver on his promise. Like I said, I really don't know what we're going to do. Because I just, God knows. God knows how these things have been tampered with. But we'll see. We'll see what we get tomorrow, and hopefully we don't get a bunch of retards at the White House, waving MAGA hats and thunders. Okay, hopefully we don't get that again. Hopefully we don't get that again. But further embarrass, President Trump. We'll see. Tulsi Gabbard is leading this charge. I think Hannah Paulino is involved in this as well. Although the CIA was involved, we all know what the situation is. We all know how it's all going to go. Okay, so here's Anna Paulina Lunar. She posted this earlier, saying just talked to U.S. Nat Archives. All JFK files being released tomorrow will be housed at the below link. So at least we're not getting binders. At least we're not getting binders. At least we're not getting binders. And hopefully these are completely authentic. And I'm going to drop this link in the chat for you guys. Save that link. Save that link. So you guys can view them yourselves whenever they drop. And we'll analyze them here together. Alright? I just dropped the link in the chat for you guys. So keep refreshing that over tomorrow. And you can look at all of them yourselves. I'm not going to be some retard trying to be exclusively invited to the White House. Oh my God, I want my binder. I want my binder. I want my binder. Can you give me my binder? No, this is how it should be done. Like I said, get a link, put it out for the people, and let's launch it out to as many people as we can so people can look out for this. Link is in the live chat. No stupid binders this time. No stupid binders this time. Can I get my binder? Can I get my binder? My binder? What an embarrassing President Trump also provided an update on the Epstein files and claimed it's moving along rapidly and will be released in the coming weeks. In a bombshell interview with investigative journalist Cheryl Atkinson, President Donald Trump provided an update on the
Okay.
long-awaited release of classified files regarding Jeffrey Epstein, MLK, and JFK. President Trump revealed that despite ongoing deep state resistance, particularly from the FBI, the process is advancing and will culminate in major disclosures in the coming weeks. Speaking on Full Measure with Cheryl
Lose that Dr. Pepper.
weird name. Trump confirmed that while his administration had released many files during his tenure, he figures his own government had pressured him to withhold some of the most sensitive documents. He now admits he regrets not pushing for full transparency earlier, but assured the public that the truth is finally coming. Here's President Trump's update on the Epstein files now. Let's have a listen.
A lot of intrigue surrounding the release of the Epstein files, cocaine files, John F. Kennedy files. Some current and former FBI agents are saying, someone telling me, they feel that the FBI has established a came out ahead, being the standoff from the FBI field office, releasing the records, and your Attorney General Pam Bondi demanding that they're not getting all that she wanted. Is that process still on track? I think that's what it was about the whole cycle now, the last couple of days, to release these records from Epstein and
I honestly think he's not being briefed correctly. I think they're withholding info from him. I really do. No way you could think Pam Bondi's doing a terrific job. There's just no way. Donald Trump's not a stupid person, dude. Okay, I refuse to believe that. And I'm going to show you why I believe that. Laura Loomer alluded to that again today, and I think that's what's happening. I think there's probably people in the White House that are not briefing him entirely, running cover for each other, and he's doing interviews like this, and it's just like not connecting with us because we know that Pam Bondi's not doing a terrific job.
to release these records on Epstein, MLK, and JFK.
Well, Pam Bondi's done a phenomenal job in every respect. And there could have been some holdback. I haven't heard too much about it, but they could. But the bottom line is the records are getting out. The Kennedy records are getting out. Those are the ones I really wanted to see. The Kennedys. And during my research, I released a lot of them. But now people started coming in. People that I respect. People that work for the administration. I respect them. They gave me some trust Pam Bondi severely. You think I'm an idiot. That's what you think. And I'm not letting you get away with it. Maybe Pam Bondi will redeem herself. Okay, maybe it's all coming. And if it does, okay. Good job. Let's go. Let's go after these pedophiles. It's time to do your job. But until that happens, she's rejected. He's not doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah. Be nice. Yeah, me too. Well, Vice City is like PS2 era, right? So.
Matt.
Mm.
Matt Gates would have been better. Matt Gates would have been better. Okay, so take a look at this. This has been my suspicion, and I've been telling you guys this on this show. And I'll give you guys a little bit of context. So, Laura Loomer had a very, very fruitful report that made its way all the way up to President Trump today. He put this out a few days ago. Following my bombshell exclusive report about Hunter Biden vacationing in South Africa with an 18-agent Secret Service officer, and after reading my report, President Trump just revoked Hunter Biden and Ashley Biden's Secret Service detail, effective immediately. Major scout, congratulations, that is huge. Laura Loomer. President Trump responded today on Truth Social. Hunter Biden has had Secret Service protection for an extended period of time, all paid for by the United States taxpayer. There are as many as 18 people on this detail, which is ridiculous. He is currently vacationing in, of all places, South Africa, where the human rights of people has been strenuously questioned. Because of this, South Africa has been taken off our list of countries receiving economic and financial assistance. Please be advised that it's effective. Please be advised, effective immediately, that Hunter Biden will no longer receive Secret Service protection. Likewise, Ashley Biden, who has 13 agents, will be taken off the list. And so this was first reported by Laura Loomer on March 14th, 2025. She exposed this as an exclusive on X. And it went super viral, and all kinds of publications picked up the story, tried to take credit for themselves on their own. This was literally Laura Loomer herself Who's paying for that? And would you have plans to revoke the Secret Service protection? So this reporter just literally, this is happening in real time this morning, this reporter just informed President Trump of Laura Loomer's report. Hunter Biden in South Africa with 18 Secret Service agents still being paid for by the American taxpayer. And this was Trump's response to that. I just heard about it for the first time. This was this morning.
18 Secret Service. Where is he exactly? In South Africa. In South Africa, you know,
How does he not know this? Why is he not being briefed by the administration these things? I think I might be right, guys. I've been suspecting this for a few weeks now. I think there are people in the administration that are withholding critical intel from the president, and he doesn't even know about some of this stuff. I know it's hard to believe because a lot of this stuff is super viral, but it's not hard for him to be isolated like that.
because what they're doing to people is brutal. And I've stopped having money go to South Africa. You know that. Billions of dollars. So he's in South Africa. That's very interesting. All right, I'm going to take a look at that. Thank you very much.
He didn't even know. He didn't even know. So here's what's interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
So Laura Loomer posted this today, and I reposted it because this is what I have been suspecting, right? And I've been telling you guys this for the past few weeks. It just seems like he doesn't know some of this stuff. He's obviously probably in some kind of bubble. And so this was my reaction to Laura Loomer today. I put on X, this has been my suspicion. It seems people in the White House are withholding intel from the president. She liked it too. And I quote tweeted her post saying, interesting how President Trump is only now just learning about my exclusive reporting today. It was sent to the White House the day I broke the story. That was on Friday. He barely heard about it Monday morning. I wonder why it wasn't shown to him. This is concerning. We're talking about Hunter Biden on Secret Service detail, 18 agents, and we're all paying for it. And clearly he wanted to know and didn't like it. When he heard it for the first time, it's like, wait, what? 18? I'm going to look into South Africa? Wait, what? No. I'm going to look into it. This is the first time I'm hearing it. I don't know if Laura is putting out this intel very clearly, right? If Laura is putting out this intel very clearly, very publicly, it's super viral. Everyone in the base sees it. Everyone in MAGA sees it. It's not hard for the administration to not pick up on these things. Trust me. Just trust me. Okay, it's real easy. I think it's pretty clear that there are probably people within the White House, whether due to incompetence or intentionally, withholding information, okay? Withholding information from the president, which is a problem. Which is a massive problem, big time. And this is going to lead to further issues, and this was my theory on the Bondi issue, right? This was my theory on the Bondi issue. I'm like, how the hell is Trump walking around? He's going to the DOJ, he's praising Pam Bondi, he's doing interviews saying she's doing a phenomenal job. He's probably not being briefed on some of this stuff. It's really hard to believe that because of how astronomically viral this stuff is, but you got to understand, Trump is in a super bubble now. Even worse than the campaign trail, a super bubble. All right? And it is very well possible he is clearly being isolated from some critical information about some of these people in the administration. Guys, they will gatekeep, okay? They will run cover for themselves. They will do everything they can to make sure that their boss doesn't find out so they don't get neutralized and eliminated publicly, okay? I fully believe that. I really do. And I'm kind of convinced that's happening now. I really am. I'm kind of convinced at this point. I'm kind of convinced because this keeps happening. You know what I mean? This keeps happening, and this was my concern going into the second term. I mean, of course, stuff like this is going to happen, right? But I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it. I think there is an aspect of this going on in the Trump administration, for sure. For sure. But congratulations to Laura Loomer. I mean, great work, as always. And people trying to take credit for her work. But this is the type of stuff that Trump needs to hear. This is the type of stuff Trump needs to see. Clearly, look what just happened today. We didn't even know. And apparently no one in the administration that's propping up the new media didn't know this from Friday and didn't bother to brief the president or contact Susie Wiles. It's not that hard, guys. Trust me, okay? I'm not gonna say that. 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 All I'll say is this. If I, little me, okay? If I, little Drew Hernandez, can get into contact with literally some of the closest people to President Trump in that White House. I'm not saying this to boast about myself. I'm just saying, if I'm in this position, Laura Loomer's in that position. There are other people in that White House that are in position. And it's just a matter of who the hell is keeping this stuff from him, right? Who the hell is keeping this stuff from him? So that's why, from my viewpoint, I'm like, this is just not acceptable. You know, there are people in that administration that are scanning social media, that are constantly seeing what independent reporters are saying, that it could have just been something personal against Laura Loomer. However, Laura Loomer had a very critical piece of intel Trump wanted to know. Well, there is gatekeeping going on. There is gatekeeping going on. Well, now he knows. Now he knows. Now he knows. So shout out to Laura Loomer for the great reporting and journalism. Today, as it made it to the ears of President Trump, and look, there were results. He took action. He took action, which is what we want, right, chat? Which is what we want. So that's why I tell you guys, pray for the president, man. I just feel like there's stuff going on. I don't know if it's intentionally to make him look bad, or it's incompetence that's making him look bad. You know what I mean? There's just things going on in that White House that you can clearly tell are kind of isolating him. I don't know. Pam Bondi's really pissed me off. I'll just tell you that right now. Really pissed me off. But we'll see. 50-something days into this thing. We got, you know, a little over 3.5 years to go. So hopefully things pick up, and we pray the wolves around President Trump get exposed and removed as quickly as possible. Okay. You know what? Let's What do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to? Do you guys want to roast Rachel Zegler? Or do you want me? We got to do one or the other. You guys want to roast Rachel? We got about like 30 minutes left. You guys want to roast Rachel Zegler, or do you want me to unpack what I think is happening with the Democrat Party and how they're propping up AOC to be the future of the party as I predicted would happen? I told you this would happen, and it's happening. People are roasting it. They're making fun of it. I wouldn't do that right now. And that's coming from me. That's coming from me. Which one, guys? Which one? Just put it in the chat. AOC or Zegler? Which one? Which one? Or I can go through the AOC stuff pretty quick. Okay, we'll roast Zegler. Let's do 15 minutes on Democrats and then another 15 or 20 on the Zegler stuff. Right? We'll do both. We'll do both. Okay, we'll do both. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's start with AOC and then we'll end the show roasting Rachel Zegler. Let's do that. Okay, big. This is developing, and I told you this was gonna happen. I can see it happening from light years away. I know what AOC means for the Democrat Party. And you guys know me. She's easy to roast. I think she's retarded, but what have I always told you? She's powerful. She's got something that other Democrats do not have. And that's political leverage. She's got a massive war chest. She is compromised. I'm convinced she's blackmailed. She is the future of the Democrat Party. I was saying this years ago and people were laughing at me like, dude, come on, man, AOC's retarded. I'm like, I know. That's why it works, right? I think AOC is more of a threat than Kamala Harris. And I told you she would be propped up as the face of the Democrat Party, and they're already preparing to do it. And I'm going to explain to you why this should be taken serious as we head into 2028 and beyond. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez best reflects, according to a poll, a leftist poll, AOC best reflects core values of Democrat Party over Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and even Barack Obama. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was found to best reflect the core values of the Democrat Party in a new CNN poll, narrowly beating failed presidential candidates Kamala Harris and Senator Bernie Sanders. This is significant, and you got to pay attention to this, and I'm going to tell you why. The poll, conducted March 6th through 9th among approximately 500 Democrats and Democrat-leaning independents, resulted in the far-left Congresswoman coming out on top with 10% of the vote for representing the party's core values. And shockingly, she won over Kamala Harris, Barack Obama, Gavin Newsom, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Tim Walz, Cory Booker, Josh Shapiro, Elizabeth Warren, Adam Schiff, Amy Klobuchar, Hillary Clinton, all the way at the bottom. There's a reason for this, and I'm going to show you, and I'm going to tell you why you should take this serious as we move forward into 2028. You need to get ready now. You need to get ready now. As I've been reporting and telling you guys, is that the Democrat Party is in freefall. They are collapsing. They are going through their identity crisis. They're going through their realignment. They're going through somewhat of a reformation. Now, I don't know what's going to come of that. They're unpopular. America is sick of their woke, radical, leftist, pervert agenda, especially economically. That's been destroying this country. We all know that. That was the indictment this last election. That's why Trump won and why Kamala Harris was fully booted and rejected. Now, that's not my concern. I think in a free and fair election, you still should take someone like AOC very, very serious. And there's a generational transition happening. And I've been warning you guys about this. It's happening in the Democrat Party. It's going to happen in the Republican Party, the Uniparty. It's going to happen on both sides of things. MAGA is going to experience this generational shift. Boomers are riding off into the... sunset, especially those in power, simply due to the natural aging process. So don't get offended, okay? That's what's happening. And I told you this transition was going to happen. Democrats view it this way. A lot of millennials view it this way. And a lot of Gen Xers view it this way, especially in American politics. And the ones that view it this way the most, and the reason why I've been telling people to view it this way and to at least think this way for a second, is because Democrats are always 10 to 15 years ahead. This is why they are all against Chuck Schumer right now. They're throwing that guy overboard. They smell blood in the water. He had to cancel his book tour. Did you guys see that? Chuck Schumer literally had to cancel his book tour. Why? Look at this. Schumer postpones book tour due to security concerns amid anger from Democrats over government funding fight. Chuck Schumer decided to vote in favor of Trump's spending CR bill, and all of the radical Democrats are now throwing him overboard, because this is what happens when the cult turns on you. Pawns of the devil are expendable. That's the death cult, but there is another dynamic happening here in the process. Millennials and Gen Xers are looking at the Democrat boomers, and they are viewing them as now outdated. They are viewing the Obama era as outdated. This happened after the election. Even Democrat donors, mega donors, were questioning, should we continue to look to Barack Obama as the leader of the Democrat Party after his leadership failed us by propping up Kamala Harris? They're done with the Clinton era. They're done with the Obama era. They are done. And they want to move on to something more radical. They want to move on to something more progressive. They want to move on to something that is going to produce more results. Now, that could backfire. America is clearly not in favor and not a fan of the radical Democrat agenda. We just saw that this past election, but that's not my concern. I think in a free and fair election, they're going to run AOC. Told you this was coming. It's going to happen. Okay, they're going to run AOC as president someday. I don't know if it's 2028, but it's coming. And what you don't want happening is to underestimate someone like AOC. It's easy to roast her. It's easy to call her a retard and a donkey because she looks like one and acts like one. She is one, right? But at the same time, she's more dangerous and more powerful and influential than Kamala Harris in my generation. Like millennials, what Gen X is seeing, they're looking to her as someone who is powerful in the country that could legitimately.
And he said, next question. Do you think Senate Democrats should replace Chuck Schumer?
Put out some of the classics that they had, or had the success to do so. But, you know, they're just a bunch of pedophiles now. But Disney's live-action remakes of animated classics are usually safe bets. But a new version of the oldest of them all, Snow White, has become mired in controversies, receiving an unusually low-key premiere in Hollywood on Saturday. The studio kept its outspoken stars Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot away from reporters at the afternoon event, with no red carpet interviews, and has avoided questions about the film's divisive depictions of the Seven Dwarfs. There's all kinds of beef and controversy going on because the studio decided to make animated CGI dwarfs instead of giving and casting real dwarfs the roles, and all these midgets in woke world are all pissed off. It's so funny, dude. It's like woke retard land, dude. It really is. It's like woke retard land wars. All of these midgets and dwarfs in woke world are all pissed off because Disney didn't go and cast actual dwarf actors. They made CGI characters, so they're all pissed off. But the bigger story here is this beef between Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot. Now, obviously, Rachel Zegler, let's just continue here. It follows a similarly pared down European premiere on Wednesday at a remote castle in Segovia, Spain, where few media outlets were invited. The negativity began way back in 2021 with the casting of Zegler, who is a Latina. She literally looks like she has fetal alcohol syndrome. She looks retarded. She looks like a hammerhead shark. I'm not even joking. who was cast as Snow White, a character from a German fairy tale who was famously the fairest of them all. White skin, white as snow. Snow White. This was predictably slammed as woke by some fans and conservative commentators. Yes, I know, Snow White. No, I am not bleaching my skin for the role, wrote Zegler, a U.S. actress of Colombian and Polish descent, in a since-deleted tweet. She blocked me, by the way, on X because I kept calling her out. I was roasting her so hard on X. I think it was Twitter at the time, and she blocked me. Criticism spread more broadly across Disney's loyal fan base when Zegler appeared to repeatedly denigrate the 1937 Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Walt Disney's first feature-length animation. Zegler described the beloved original as weird because Snow White's love interest is a guy who literally stalks her. This time, she's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. Zegler said in one interview that was blasted on Disney forums by fans longing for exactly those traditional tropes. Zegler is unusually outspoken by Hollywood standards. She publicly complained about not being invited to the 2022 Oscars gala. Despite being the star of Best Picture nominee West Side Story, she eventually bagged an invitation and some disproving toots. Zegler isn't necessarily the most decorous celebrity when it comes to the media or the internet. Slate journalist Nadira Goff wrote in a 2023 column, she has a demeanor that can come across as charmingly awkward to some and a tad glib and grating to others. No, she's just a full-blown irritating retard. Not awkward. She's a full-blown irritating retard. Compounding Disney's headaches, Zegler has signed off social media posts with Free Palestine, while Gadot, who plays the evil queen, has expressed public support for her native country, Israel. And this is the big problem here. And people on YouTube are not allowed to say it, but I'm going to say it. Disney did not respond to AFP request for comment. Okay, so this is the big beef right now. She's a full-blown mental retard. But here's the issue. We all know who runs Hollywood, okay? We all know who runs Hollywood. The tiny hats run Hollywood. The people that worship Israel and Zion run Hollywood. You can't have Rachel Zegler out there. Okay, everyone thinks it's bad for business because Zegler is woke and she's pissing off Americans that love the cult classic Snow White, which is true to an extent. I would say they've got her under control because she's mouthing off about supporting and freeing Palestine when Gal Gadot is Israeli. So you know how that's going to go. So Hollywood is going to have to crack down on Zegler. And it's been interesting how Gal Gadot has been pretty quiet and pretty silent on this. They were seen together at one of these premieres, and there have been big rumors that there's been serious tension on the set. But another point of contention as well is that Rachel Zegler is literally horrifically ugly in comparison to Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot is universally viewed as beautiful. She is the actress of Wonder Woman, and that is who you have chose to be the ugly witch, to be the ugly warlock witch of Snow White that's meant to be absolutely ugly and grotesque. Okay, you chose Gal Gadot. Okay, that is tall, that is a supermodel, that is hailed as beautiful by everyone. And you made Snow White, who is supposed to be beautiful, okay, the ugly, grotesque one. That's what you've done. You have made Snow White the fetal alcohol syndrome looking hammerhead retard, okay, with the space between Mars and planet Earth in between her eyes. You have made that character that's supposed to be beautiful Snow White.
How dare you?
Okay, and so, you know, fans of the movie, obviously it's problematic. Snow White is not supposed to be Latina, but I guess it makes sense. Because in woke world, if the intent and the agenda was to find a retarded-looking Latina to play Snow White, well, I guess they actually pulled it off and did their job. They found a retarded Latina Snow White.
How dare you? How dare you?
This woke retard is the epitome of everything that's wrong right now with what's going on in the entertainment industry. They are the furthest thing away. They are the furthest thing away from anything entertaining what's coming out from these movie studios at all. These are supposed to be kids' movies. These are supposed to be, by definition, fairy tales. And the character is literally white. It's even described in the books. Her skin is white, the fairest of them all. She's a white girl. But again, what is this all about? Replacing white people. What it's about. It's to send a message to white people that your reign is done and that your supremacy and your hegemonic power is no longer going to be tolerated. That is the anti-white CRT agenda of Disney. Okay, it's not about spreading woke. It's not about woke agenda. Okay, I'll define what the woke agenda is. It's spreading homosexuality and anti-white bigotry, okay? And teaching little white kids that they're evil and that they're wrong and that they have no place in society, so they intentionally take traditionally white children's characters. They intentionally, traditionally take white children's characters to send a message that white people are no longer the stars of the show. That is what Disney is doing. A lot of these people and these commentators just like to sit there and say, this is just a woke message. They want to spread the woke mind virus. Well, what is the woke mind virus? Let's just define that in this context. Disney likes to spread sodomy, homosexuality on children, which is perversion. And they are moving into pedophilia because of what happened between Disney World and Ron DeSantis in 2022. If you remember that fiasco, they were defending the acts of teachers having secret conversations about homosex with little kids without parents involved. Disney defended that. And clearly, we're openly saying on video calls, Zoom calls, they have a not-so-secret homosexual, lesbian agenda that they're pushing on children. So what is the woke mind virus? They're pushing satanic, homosexual, pedophilia on children through their content, and also it's anti-white in nature. That is why they are using traditionally white children's characters to send a message to little white kids that they are no longer the stars of the show.
Winner. Oh my god, when I'm talking, you're not talking. No, we're not talking.
I had to put up 6 feet under.
Well, Alec, if you don't want that part in.
Bad thing happened in.
No, yeah, pretty much.
So, as expected, this I think that this is just going to be a kind of routine hater debate. I actually rather enjoy these more than any other type because my haters really don't know very much about me at all and basically just make assumptions or reuse old attacks, which have already been addressed 100 times. The fact they get so much wrong obviously amuses me, but the attacks usually center around my wife, kids. It doesn't really have anything to do with what I say, but rather who I chose to marry and have kids with. The topic of this debate is going to be centered around, of course, is being a stepfather cuckoldry. Now, a person can create any definition of the word cuckoldry they like. I think that we just saw Undead Chronic do that, for instance. But it does need to point to a category, and that category should contain information which is coherent. The etymology of the word cuckold comes from Middle English cuckweld, from Old French cuckwalt, from the cuckoo bird. The equivalent words in French and other languages apply to both the bird and the adulterer. Cuckold has never been applied to bird in the English language, for instance, and that's where some of the nebulousness of the term comes from. Shakespeare and other playwrights popularized the term because all rights in the name were paralineal, from father to son, so peasants, nobles, monarchs alike had a very real fear of being cuckolded, which meant their wife would cheat, and they'd end up raising and siring a child not their own unknowingly. Thus, if ever later revealed, it could topple entire noble lines, and in the past, that actually has happened. The word has evolved to include men who want to watch other men have sex with their significant other. If you mentioned Jack Murphy, I think that's a good example. Wife, girlfriend, whatever. But this has only been a recent inclusion as a pornographic category, and it describes essentially the same behavior, just in the style of fetish, where now the man is fetishizing not knowing if the child is his or not. This is by far the most common use of the word in modernity, what most people mean when they say it. The theme crossover with the etymology makes perfect sense because in both cases, the meaning is defaulting to not knowing if your offspring is actually yours. A stepfather or mother, on the other hand, doesn't fit that criteria, as paternity isn't what is in question. Joseph, the husband of Mary, for instance, was stepfather to Jesus Christ. If we were to use Undead Chronic's definition here, or use any of the word cuckold the way he says it, we would have to blaspheme and say God cuckolded Joseph, which makes zero sense, as in that sense, then, every man on planet Earth would be a cuckold by this logic, as the thing which makes us is created by the divine God, and it's called the soul. Also, there are further logical issues if we extrapolate this to adopt.
And Sharps.
Should this military-grade zoom lens be illegal, this is the Starscope Monocular, the most powerful pocket telescope the world.
I have video. Look, polished material be released.
Roger Stone. Sorry, I'm reading something right now. Roger Stone fully suspects that these JFK files are incomplete. And he has been very vocal about this the past 24 hours because obviously Roger Stone has always been on top of the assassination of JFK and the circumstance and the players and getting down to the bottom and to the truth of just exactly what happened at the time. Here is Roger Stone. I think we can get past this one, right? Oh, no. Here is Alex Jones reporting earlier on what Roger Stone communicated to him regarding this file drop. Let's take a look at that.
All right, for those that don't follow it or as closely as I do, people like President Trump is very interested in the JFK assassination and the deep state. Obviously, they tried to kill him as well. He, in the last year of administration, ordered all the files released. Then he came back a few months later, they hadn't done it, and Pompeo, the head of the CIA, Trump's talked about this, said, sir, you can't, it implicates the agency, it's too dangerous. Trump then told Roger, yeah, it's too horrible. It'll be released soon, but not right now. Then Trump said everything, release everything. A few weeks into his administration, he signed that order. Now today, 58-59. They came back to him a week ago. He talked about publicly. They said, sir, there's too much to redact. We just can't release it. He said, release it unredacted. And then on Monday, he said it'll be released tomorrow by 3 p.m. Well, they released it, and all the JFK experts, all the people that already have pieces of it, the main societies, the main groups, the most respected, and Roger Stone is the best-selling author on the subject, say that about a third of what was left was not released, and what was released was cherry-picked stuff from their phony investigations to make it look like the official story is true, as if they haven't already lost that battle. In every poll, over 90% of Americans say the CIA killed him. I just want to read to you what Roger sent me this morning, because he's got so much going on. He can't come on right now. He may be able to later. I'm going to read to you what Roger Stone said to me this morning in response to What Time Are You On? Alex, you should find your interviews with Madeline Brown's LBJ mistress and put them on air. Interestingly, the interview she did with Geraldo Rivera seems to have disappeared as well, but you covered much of the same ground. She was admittedly his mistress. She said, I'm going to kill him next week, and then I killed that son of a bitch. It's interesting to know that virtually all of the material they released is designed to reinforce the false narrative that Oswald shot Kennedy and acted alone, neither of which is true. I'm sorry I cannot join you today, but if I'm able to, I will. Certainly tomorrow, I would be happy to come on. Be safe. RJS. So that's Roger Stone saying this is a whitewash, just like with Pam Bondi, and she didn't know that. She finally figured it out because we had whistleblowers we had on that got to her, the FBI.
Yeah, well, Pam Bondi's retarded.
She put the cover note saying I've been BS. They did raid it. The feds didn't release it. They made the head of it step down.
Come on, Alex. Come on, dude. Come on. She claims she knew it was BS the whole time and then put out the binders anyway and then put out a memo saying, I've been lied to. Come on, dude.
New York. FBI. Comey's daughter's still there. She ran the Epstein cover-ups, the P. Diddy, all of it. And now we're 2-3 weeks later and we haven't seen anything from Pam Bondi. So if she doesn't start releasing that stuff now, the truckload she got, we got some big problems. But again, Trump is spending hours a day on the phone with Putin and Zelensky. It's just, he's got not 100 things to do. He's got thousands of things to do with millions of parts. And cutting off their funding is the most devastating. It's why they're squealing like stuck pigs, Owen.
Well, I would say we already have a big problem with Pam Bondi. But as far as the JFK files, what I was...
Thank you. Thank you, Owen.
...stunned about after the files got released last night and kind of pouring through them, it's very much like a breadcrumb-oriented thing. And for people to kind of understand the larger story, it looks like, I mean, based off of what we saw in the documents, it looks like the motivated parties involved were the Democrats, LBJ, the CIA, and then for some reason Israeli intelligence. It's not really documented why they were...
Yes, it is, Owen.
...involved or some of the other...
Well, they wanted a nuke and he was blocking it.
There you go, Alex.
So that in the form...
Thank you, Alex. There you go. Alex is talking it. He's talking it.
Registration is what the people kind of assume with the circumstantial evidence, but those seem to be...
nuke and he was blocking it.
...and Israeli intelligence. It's not really documented why they were...
Yes, it is, Owen.
...involved or some of the other...
Well, they wanted a nuke and he was blocking it.
There you go, Alex.
So that in the form...
Thank you, Alex. There you go. Alex is talking it. He's talking it.
Registration is what the people kind of assume with the circumstantial evidence, but those seem to be the four parties that were interested. The Democrats, LBJ, the CIA, and Israel. And it looks like basically the CIA pulled the whole thing off on behalf of all these parties, which begs the question, why is the Central Intelligence Agency even involved in an assassination?
Well, that's what they do all over the world. And overthrow governments. So any tyranny.
And you see that in the doc. See, that's what I don't want people to lose sight here. Like, I know you and I know this, right? But we have like straight up, and this is why I'm thankful Trump did this. We have declassified documents of CIA regime changes.
Strongest, greatest, concentrated of all the known. In general, you're on fire, but we've got limited things. Let me just inject this. And then we have Jamie Menina, who is the CIA, FBI, and I have I've had 3 cups of coffee today. But
the new version that nobody's seen from my neighbor, we'll air that